Glen Macnow. Okay. I wrote something down, and hopefully I'll be able to give this to you. For more than 31 years, 20 of them as a full-time host, and the last 11 of them on weekends, I have had the pleasure of sitting in these studios, sharing my thoughts about Philadelphia sports, celebrating and suffering with this marvelous fan base. I've worked with talented partners and producers. I have wrestled with bosses and always tried to be honest in my opinions. I've had the privilege of seeing amazing performances on the field, on the ice, on the court. I got to broadcast 2 championship parades. To be honest, I thought there were going to be more of those, but I'll take 2. And now it's time to put down the headset. I will be retiring from WIP this summer, sometime in July. I still love this job. It has never been a job, but I am at the age where time becomes the biggest currency, and I have so many things that I want to do. I want to see all those states and countries that I've never been to. I want to pursue this acting thing, which I really enjoy. I want to write another book. I want to spend more time with my dad and with my grandsons. I am incredibly lucky in that I've got 4 generations of family that I can enjoy. So hopefully they won't get tired of me hanging around more. I've been so fortunate throughout my career. I literally get paid to talk about sports and TV, to write about movies, and to drink beer. That is my job. That is my profession. I could not have written it up better as a 21-year-old. So I will be here for another few months. So I've got plenty of time to thank people and reminisce. But I do want to mention a few of them now. I have had, as I said, outstanding partners at 94 WIP, 610 WIP, and then 94. Starting with Jody McDonald, who helped teach me the business back in 1993 when I moved over from the Enquirer. And Jody, who I have the pleasure of being reunited with for the past couple of years. I hope I get to listen to Jody Mack a lot more on this station for years to come when I leave. I love listening to, talking to Jody Mack. Ray Didinger, who's here in the studios. How fortuitous. Ray and I hosted weekend shows for 21 years. And that was never work. That was hanging around with a good friend, chatting for 3 hours, talking over coffee or beer, or in Ray's case, the 48-ounce Diet Coke. We would sometimes forget that the mics were on, and we would just shoot the bull and keep going right through the queue for a commercial. It was great. And more recently, Mike. I've had the pleasure of working with you, Mike. You're smart and you're witty, and you picked up this business and its differences from newspapers immediately. Again, I look forward to hearing your astute opinions on this station for years to come. WIP needs more people like Mike Sealski. And there are others. Big Daddy Graham, Anthony Gargano, all of my Eagles pregame partners, Ike and Hugh, Ross Tucker, Dave Spadaro, Rube. It is a long list. Special appreciation has to go to Angelo Cataldi. Angelo helped me land this job in the first place. Angelo was the backbone of this station for 3 decades, and I hope he is enjoying his retirement. I may have to get some tips from him. Hell, I may have to hang around with him in retirement. That'll be fun. I appreciate WIP management. Rod Lakin and David Yadgaroff, who made it clear that I could work here as long as I wished. At least I think that's what they said. And most of all, I appreciate the listeners. Radio is a very personal medium. You invite us into your car while you're running errands, or your home while you're paying bills or making lunch or whatever. Even if we never meet, there is a relationship there. And I've learned over the years, having met so many of you, what that means. It's why we go beyond just talking about sports on WIP. I meet listeners every week who years later will remember my son's high school wrestling career, or want advice on knee replacement surgery, or want to tell me their favorite TV show that I somehow missed and I should be watching. we're a community. WIP and its listeners are a community, and we've shared moments, great and horrible. We've shared those championships and those great teams. And I was on the air when 9/11 occurred, and we all cried that day and days after, but we all helped each other get through it on the radio. We went through the pandemic together. And while it was a challenge to design programming when there were no games, Ray can speak to that. I appreciate that WIP was there to entertain people and the community going even during that time. We found out how valuable sports talk radio and WIP was when there were no sports. It was illuminating for me. So that's it. My first boss here told me that I babbled too much, so I'm going to stop. I think I've hosted about 6,500 shows on WIP. I did the math a little while ago. I have talked into these microphones for more than 25,000 hours, and that should be enough for anybody. So I'm going to just wrap by saying, and I'm going to get choked up. It has been my privilege for 31 and a half years to spend this time with you. We all need to know when it's time to leave the stage, and for me, that is going to be this July. So I love you, and I thank you.